Hello, hello, and welcome back to the More Than Mindset Show. I am Kim Geary, your host. I have been gone for about 10 days. I was in a 10-day training. I'm just getting back from Aruba. I arrived in Miami last night and got a full night's rest and am ready to get back out there. And I want to talk about something that I was challenged with before the trip, during the trip, and I really did a lot of contemplation and work around this. And I thought it'd be a great topic to share with you guys. And that is how to stay steady in challenging times, regardless what's going on in your relationships, in your business, in your life, with your personal health, regardless what challenges are being presented. Would you like an access of what to do to stay steady and to not fall into the trap of chaos and defeat and worry and anxiety and panic? Because that's what I'm going to talk to you about today. I was thinking of titling this Reactivity because that's really what it is. It's the mind taking on this reactive response. Whenever there is doubt or fear or challenges, someone gets mad at you or quit your program, or you've been told no over and over and over, and you haven't had a win in a while. This is the typical response to that. And I see so many business owners fall into this trap. Sometimes it's from employees that they hire or partners that fall out. Sometimes it's with customers. And it's very disheartening. It's hard to stand in those challenges unless you have the proper tools to do so. And that is what I discovered. And I want to share with you. So let's first think of a time where you felt challenged. And maybe it's right now. Maybe you're feeling challenged in your business, financially, with your health, like anything. Just bring anything to mind where you're feeling the challenge. And maybe you've got a little chaotic attitude. In other words, you're not handling it so well. You're a little negative, you're feeling defeated, you're kind of fallen into this trap of conflict. Conflict meaning I'm not sure that I should stay on board. I was talking to a business owner last week who's got an amazing established business. And she's like, I just don't have the heart for it anymore. I just don't want to do it anymore. Just the battling and the defeat and going through COVID and coming out on the other side and trying to reestablish and get it out again. And she's like, I just don't know if I can climb that mountain again. That is what I'm talking about. You know, it's in you. You've already overcome so much. And you want to stay in the game. You don't want to do nothing, but there's this little uh uh do I want to try again? I'm actually in a position where I could just like cash out right now. Maybe it's the relationship and it's the same thing, right? We're just like, yeah, we've been trying for so long and thought it would work. And yeah, I'm just tired of the fight. I'm tired of losing, tired of defeat and ruin and not getting over this one thing. We just can't get over this one thing. It's typically the same in business and relationships and money and in physical stuff. It's this point where you were successful and you wanted to get to the next level of successful, but you keep falling down to this old level and it doesn't feel successful anymore. You've actually forgotten how far you've come because it's so hard to stay in that place that you've been. I would call this boredom. It's like, same thing day after day, same problems. I keep solving the same thing, but I can't get a bigger game. So sit tight. Here we go. I'll tell you exactly what to do. First thing is come back to your why. Why are you doing this? Why do you want this? Why is this important? Why? Why did you get started? What was the original vision? Like, I remember when I started my business, I remember the original vision. I remember loving what I did. I remember how good it felt when my clients were successful, when they would lose the weight in the gym, when they were getting healthier and fit, whenever they came out from a massage and they felt so relaxed and they were no longer stressed out. I remember that I wanted to have a business that helped millions of people feel amazing, millions of people, because that one person that felt better could impact people. And that other person could impact more people. And that other person could impact more people. And I thought the same thing when I got into coaching. If I can help other coaches, help other people, we can impact millions of people, millions of business owners. Stay in the game. Keep fighting when it feels like you'll never win, to keep going when it feels like it never ends. The challenges will never end. Because, man, when you're at the top of your game, nothing compares for a business owner. It's really hard. I mean, there's baby smiles and baby toes and kisses, and like there's nothing more delicious than that, right? But the next best thing is the win. Being in the state of success where things are flowing and people around you are winning. Can you come back to the vision? Can you come back to the why? Can you remember? Even if it's just for a moment, can you remember what got you into this, what got you excited? Second step is you want to expand that. Whatever that target is, can you make it bigger? So if it were a flame, a little bitty flame, you would just blow on it until it would get bigger, until it would consume the entire room. And then maybe the block, and then the city, and then the state, and then the country. Like that flame going from the size of the tip of your pinky, to the five fingers, to the hand, to both hands. And then the both hands spread wide. Like, how big can you make that flame? Once you remember and you blow on it and you breathe into it and you expand it, can you feel it around you? Can you feel it in your body? Coming back to hope, to being a helper, to serving, to creating, to having impact, to being a role model, an example. But just keep blowing on it, keep it going. Remember the people that you're impacting, the children of the people that you're impacting, the grandchildren of the people that you're impacting, and their neighbors. How big can you make this? How big can you grow this? The third step is to remind those around you, whether it's team members or supporters. You might not want to remind those who keep reminding you that it won't work. Maybe you can just talk about the weather with those people. I'm talking about the people who are always in your corner, rooting for you, sending you messages out of the blue, just letting you know that they're still on your side. The team members who have the same mission, who want to create the same impact. Who else is in the arena with you? Who else is cheering you on? Maybe they're not in the arena, but they've always been on the sidelines cheering you on. Remind them. Remind them to remind you when you forget. It's like, hey, you're always there to support me. I appreciate you so much. Could I ask you a favor? Could you check on me every once in a while and ask if I'm okay, if I need support, if I'm still in the game? Could you check on me? Because sometimes it looks like I'm really strong on the outside. But the truth is, I'm battling defeat and ruin on the inside. So even though I show up and even though I keep hustling and I keep pushing and I keep going, sometimes there's just a teeny tiny flame in me. And if you would check on me, it would help keep the flame bigger. It'd help keep the flame ignited. It would help because I would know I'm not alone. So that's what you can ask those on the sidelines or those sitting in the stands that are cheering you on. Come on, let's go. Yes. Those people that are liking your posts and telling you great things, just reach out and thank them and ask them if they could continue to support you and tell them you appreciate them and you appreciate them checking even when they think you have it all together. And the fourth, get back out there. Just take action. If you just take one small action when you don't feel like it, you will defeat reactivity. You will defeat the wanting to shut down. You will defeat the old habits and behaviors. You will defeat the enemy of the game. And the enemies are just the barriers. So if we were playing a game, which we are, think about it. Yeah, we're playing a game. And once you recognize that, and you can actually rise above it and still play at the player's level, then you have a little bit of leverage because you can see and you're not entrapped by the emotions. So just imagine you're in the game and boom, you get taken out. But then you get a next life, you get a new life, you get to go to level 2, or you get to go back to point 1, but you get another little game, right? A little game player. So it's like boom, gone. Poof, you pop back up and you start again. Get back out there. So I'm going to repeat the steps. When you feel defeat or ruin, like you've been ruined, contaminated by negativity, by whatever it is, guys, we're just facing this every day, all the time, whether it's in our physical health, it's in our relationships, or it's in our business, or it's with our customers, or just things that happen in life that are so hard. First, just recognize that I'm in a game, man. These are just barriers. And then come back to your why. Why did I get into this to start off? Why did I start this business? Why did I want this family? Why did I want this relationship? For me, it's always business, right? I know why I wanted the family and the relationship, but the reason that I wanted the business was because that was my purpose. My family and relationship are my partners. So why did you get into this to start off with? Remember that. Remember the people that you're impacting. Remember why, and then expand it. So just put a 0 behind it. If you wanted to impact 1,000, impact 10,000. If it was 10,000, go for 100,000. It was 100,000, go for 1,000,000. Make it bigger. Bigger. That was too small. You need to go bigger. Impact more people. Get more customers. Help more families. Then reach out to someone who supports you. Tell them you appreciate them. And you would also appreciate when they check on you, even though you're looking strong, that maybe you're not. Just say, I appreciate you. I know you're there. I love you. Sometimes someone to check on me. I'm not as strong as I look. And last one is to get back out there and take action, do something, anything, doing a podcast, going on live, putting up a post, calling someone, asking a client if they want to renew, reaching out to someone you haven't talked to in 2 years and saying, hey, the last time we talked, you were interested in whatever your service is. Are you still interested in that? Just wanted to check in, see how you were doing. Like, I was still available. Something, anything. It doesn't have to be hard. Put on your shoes, go for a walk. Got it? That's what I have for you this week. And I wanted to let you know that I'm doing the Business Breakthrough Challenge again. Well, it's not a challenge, it's a Business Breakthrough Workshop, where we're going to go through the reasons why most people fail, why they fail to scale, and then how to help you overcome that. Because it's a game. Scaling is a game. Growing your business is a game. Succeeding, not failing, is a game. And I want to help you win, because when you win, we all win. And then we live in a winning planet. Right now, we're facing a lot of defeat. We have a lot of division, a lot of heartache, a lot of healing, overcoming from the last 6 years, 10 years. But we have a solution, and we want to help you. So I invite you to attend. I invite you to share this with somebody who might be a little under their luck this week, who might need to hear this. Share it on social media. Please give me a rating and review if you enjoyed today's episode. And I look forward to creating another one for you next week.